Okay, so I recently did a video on vertical dispersion, kind of a PSA sort of thing, and I had a question about horizontal dispersion, so I figured I would explain that. So, looking at the Mogador has a range of 12.8 kilometers. If we hover over the main battery, we see maximum dispersion is 103 meters. So, that is a horizontal dispersion, meaning from left to right, there's a maximum dispersion of 103 meters when shooting at 12.8 kilometers. If we add some additional range, because the Mogador likes to shoot at range, now it goes out to 14.8. Now I think it was 103 meters across at max range of 12 kilometers. So now that we've extended it out further, we can look and we see the new maximum dispersion has gone out to 117 meters. And the confusion was, by adding range, does it make the ship less accurate? Well, the answer is no. If we reduce this, I guess this is 13.5, but it starts to pull back in. So instead of 103 meters at 12.8, it's 108 meters at 13.5. Basically, the further away it is, the larger the horizontal dispersion gets. But that doesn't affect any of the horizontal dispersion at previous things. So let's try to do this from like, looking at paint sort of view. Let me make this larger. Horizontal dispersion. So what does this mean? So if we have a ship, our ship's going to be down here. Or we'll do it sideways. So here's our Mogador, say. And our Mogador is going to be firing at various distances. So we can just go ahead and pretend this is 5 This is, come on, please be thicker, rar. This will be 5 kilometers. Let me hold the thing. This will be 10. This will be 15. Just for easy, rough, made up, whatever. So if we kind of looked back at that, at 12, which is going to be around here-ish, our shots are going to go out like this. So we will do, we'll do something like this. So this will be, that's not what I want, this. So our shots are going to be something like that. And the distance across here at, this roughly 12 kilometers is going to be 103 across. And then if we extend this out a little bit, goes to the 13.5, then we're going to get this, which is slightly larger. It's not drawn to scale, sorry, but slightly larger, at 107 across. And then if we went all the way out to maximum range, we would end up having I think it was 114 or 111 or something, which is bigger. So if you take this all the way out to maximum range, if you use this maximum range module, does that affect this? And the answer is no, because this is a linear change. So we might have a minimum of, say, at like 1 kilometer. This might be like 50 meters dispersion or something, or 30 meters dispersion. And all the way out here, it's 111. So a little more than twice as much, basically. And as you shoot, it's just going to get larger. So the further away it goes, the further the little cone gets, the more horizontal dispersion there is. So it's fairly natural in that sense, where we've got, we'll just use this or whatever. This is obviously not drawn to scale. So if we shoot all the way out here, this is what this would look like. But as we come in, this starts to shrink, starts to get smaller and smaller and smaller until it is wherever the hell it is. But again, extending the range doesn't devalue any of this. It just means that the it just extends this out further. Ugh, come on. please work? It just extends this out further, which means we get to do something that we wouldn't be able to do otherwise. We'd be able to shoot farther away. So if this is, let me change that. If this is roughly what the size of the thing would be here, ugh, but we couldn't shoot farther. Well, if we equip the module that lets us shoot farther, then yeah, our elliptical gets bigger, but it's still the same back here. It's still the same. If we go in closer, it's still less. It still fits to wherever the hell it is in this kind of bracket, basically. So long and short of it, increasing your range. In the case of vertical dispersion, it actually helps your accuracy, because the vertical dispersion, there's a minimum and a maximum, and that's it. So if you put that maximum and you increase your range out to 1,000,000 kilometers away, well then suddenly, because it linearly shrinks, you know, all those shots in between get so much smaller by comparison. But horizontal is just, it is what it is. The farther away it is, the larger the horizontal dispersion. That's what it is. So hopefully that explains that.